Hey everyone, and welcome to round number 3 of the FormulaOCE F2 League, and we got some dry running here in qualifying for the boys. And your first out will be somebody. I believe it's Kotal Splash. Maybe 13 drivers here today. It's a little under par, but that's alright. Was Getsuga the first out on track. So we'll get the details up to see what tyres cars are on and the track map. Let's see where people are. Getsuga, and it's your boy here for probably the worst driver in this lobby, I won't lie. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. In, I believe, his first race of the season, coming in 2 rounds late, but that's alright. Better late than never. As we're gonna go on board with it's ya boy here. As I said, very inexperienced driver in our league, and yeah, I don't know. Will be a bit of bounce here, maybe. Alright, let's have a look. Talking about. Alright. We're gonna go on board with Getsuga now, who starts his, or is currently in the second sector of his first lap here in qualifying for the feature race. Getsuga, Korg and Meek all making their debuts, I believe, in the, well, now Saturday F2 League, because obviously it changed to Saturday, so a few more boys have been able to join. Also a couple not being able to join, so it's evened out. We've lost a few, we've gained a few, so it's going alright. Getsuga also on the mediums here on his first lap. It's going to be very interesting to see if Dutchy and Oxygen Thief can maintain their dominance out the front here in round 3. Currently leading the championship by some crazy number of 70 odd points, so it's pretty lengthy lead as Getsuga is the first across the line with a 1:53.6. You'd think he'll probably come around again and try and better that lap next time. It's your boy here. Oh, will be the next one across the line as we go on board with him now. Oh no, decides he wasn't happy with that lap and brings it in the pits on board with Goats for Life now through the S's. Big lift down to third through the third last, and now second. Down to third for this corner, hold it close to the curb, now down to second. Quickly throw it into the left-hander, easy on the accelerator out of that corner, is easy to lose grip. Now try and get as close to that wall without hitting it, and as close to the outside wall without hitting it. On the throttle, it's a 49.7 for Goats for Life. Put nearly 4 seconds on Getsuga, much better lap. This time around is Getsuga going again, he's a 10th.5 down. Let's have a look. See at the second split, what is he up by? He's up by not much, 0.07 of a second. He runs wide there at turn 7 or 8, I want to say. Anyway, through the S's now gets Suga trying his hardest, a lot of oversteer, and maybe the setup not working for him as he brings it into the lane. Goats for Life, not on a lap either. He's invalidated, but he's also the only car out on track, so we'll just look at him as one of, I believe, yeah, Splash coming out onto the track for the first time this evening. Splash trying to get those tyres up to temperature now, as also Green Goats has followed him out close behind. Red Bull spec car, Colin. Only 2 cars out on track at the moment. Green Goats definitely up there, as I'd go as far to say as top 3 cleanest drivers in the league. He's not always got 100% pace, but you know you can always go side by side with him through any corner in any track, other than probably the hairpin at Monaco. Other than that, I'd say he could probably stick right on his next sidewall to sidewall through most of the lap, as Splash is going to let Goats go past here. Interesting ploy, maybe get some slipstream down the big long straight here at Hanoi. Or is he trying to give himself some space? I think he's just trying to give himself some space to work with you. Across the line to start his lap. Down into 1 on the brakes, whip it in, and hold it tight to turn 2. Tough corner, he really can't do that. He's got away with it though, so he'll keep going on this lap. Will be a fair sector 1 split though, you'd think. And it's going to be a 30.1 through the first sector. As we go on board with Green Goats now for the second sector of the lap. Oh! Getting very close to that wall there. Now down the very long straight here at Hanoi. Lots of time to be gained and lost down this straight at the exit of the previous corner, which just makes it so much more key to get right. As Green Goats goes purple to the second sector. looks good through the S's. He does look very confident and hooked up with this Carlin car. Right out on the curb, so how does he go through the final corner now? Locks the inside brake a little bit. Probably could have carried a little bit more speed, but he's going to do a 48.9 and go to the top of the leaderboard. Let's go down to Splash. What lap is he going to do? DRS open. It's 152.9, puts in P3. Out of Getsuga. Who's going to be next across the line? I think it's Black Hammer. Maybe. Getsuga is on a lap as well. What is he doing? Getsuga is the next one across the line. 1.1 seconds up on his previous best, so may have chucked a fresh set of mediums on or something. Looks pretty good through the S's here, does get Suga. Could be a good lap here. Put him around P2 there, Goats for life. Be out of 49 here if he hooks up the last couple of corners. He does the second last corner very nicely. How does he go through the final one? Oh, bit wide. DRS now open. And up to the line is 52.1 and a 1.4 second gain, but doesn't get him anywhere. Unfortunately, Black Hammer will be the next one to cross the line. What's he got in store for us here? Through the last couple of corners. Very cautious, not wanting to touch the curbs here, so just getting a bit used to the conditions of the car. It's going to be a 7, putting in P5 currently. It's your boy here will not be next across the line. Oh, sorry, I just missed that. Who was, I think Splash went across the line too much. Car going quickly in the third sector. Who is that? Is it Ghost? No. Splash? No. The Broken Reptile will be the next one to cross the line as he comes up to the second sector. Split all a little bit sideways. Dutchy Big Bottle Part 2. You reckon, Edge? I don't know. I think he might have this one here. He's got a very big lead in the championship. Broken Reptile is a 116 through the second sector. Oh, very close to that wall there. Not sure which gear to go for through that corner. Try and get it close to that curb as you can. This lap looks pretty good from Broken Reptile so far. How does he go through the final corner? Lots of curb. That's probably the best we've seen someone take the final corner. And it's 51.3. Puts in P3 for the moment. Now it's in. Getsuga starting another lap on this set of medium tyres. Paddy's on lap 2. Let's see what Paddy does. Oh, Black Hammer was on a lap but lost the rear end there. It's not going to bode well for him here through the third sector. Slight improvement though of a second. But we'll stay. Oh, Paddy Crow goes P2 with a 49.6. But still 7/10 off P1. Interesting. Black Hammer did improve there and moved himself up to P6, so Splash has got a bit of work to do. So we go on board with StrokerOCE now down the first of 2 straight, or second of 3 straights on this lap. Nice apex there. You can use a lot of more curb there, but StrokerOCE opting not to do that this time. So we'll come back to Stroker as he's not going to be the next one across the line. Getsuga. Maybe, or Broken Reptile. Oh, Broken Reptile's 5 up. Getsuga's gonna have to watch his tyres here. He's done 3 laps on those mediums. Oh, very close to that curb. That's very well taken through there. Broken Reptile doing well. And he improves by a second, puts himself P4. go on board with Getsuga now. We got a yellow flag. Is that Stroker Race around? I believe it is, but we're going to go across the line with Getsuga. He improves by 5/10. A Stroker Race put it around. He has. He spun the car. Tough corner exit there, and unfortunate there for him. Getting Blackhammer's way, I wonder. Have to come back and look at that. Paddy Crow now on board. Is he on a lap? No, he's not. Broken Reptile 10th up, purple in the first sector. Getsuga has run out of fuel. So he's going to have a very slow in lap. Stroker Race going to go around again. He's going slowly too. Splash has come out on, I think, the same set of medium tyres. Let's have a look. How many tyres have people used? Everyone's still on the same set of tyres. That's interesting. Green Goats goes fastest with a 48.9, improving that lead that he already has by barely anything, if that has even changed. I don't think so. That's just putting up there again, which is really good. Still a lot of boys who haven't had a lap. Oxygen Thief, Dutchie, It's Your Boy here, Korg and Meek yet to set a lap. Broken Reptile will be the next one across the line if he is doing this lap. By the looks of that, I don't think he is. I think he may be coming in this one. Boy, yep, as thought. In comes Broken Reptile. Splash on a lap. Splash is on a lap. Stroker Race. He's going Let's get Ziggy going slowly with no pressure. Right. Oh, Splash very wide there at the hairpin. Is that going to invalidate him? No, it's not. Interesting. In comes Splash as well. It's Your Boy here. Let's go on board with him. In the first sector, what lap time is he going to do? In the first, it's going to be a 30.4. Backed off. Not happy with the lap. Alright, well, let's go on board with Meek then. Starting his F2 career. Stroke goes around in the middle of the track. Stroker blocking Meek there. Might be a steward's inquiry about that one later on. But can't focus on that right now. On board with Stroker after that spin. It's Your Boy here, obviously, as we had to back down that. Let's see what type of lap Goats is on. Oh, he's just started it actually. Goats has gone purple to the first sector. Wonder if he'll be able to hold on to that for the rest of this lap. He's gone purple on the harder compounded tyre too, so that could prove very crucial if he can hold this lap together. We'll come back to him as there's cars ahead of him in the line. Let's go on board with Meek. Oh, Meek's hit the wall! I wonder if that's a back out of this lap then, and maybe you have to come in and change that front wing. Has he got damage? By the looks of that, yes, he's lost the left front end plate. Yep, and he dives it into the pits. Not too good from him as It's Your Boy here does a 20.2. 2 minute 20.7. Obviously not an actual lap from him, a back down lap because he wasn't happy with it. Looked pretty nice through that part of the track. Let's go back on board with Goats now. Comes through the final corner. That's very well taken, if not the best way we've seen that taken. And he goes P2 at 49.192. 2.5 tenths off pole position still, but on those harder compounded tyre. That's a very good lap from him. Flash on another out lap. Stroker in the pits. It's Your Boy here on a good lap here. 10.5 up through the first sector. Let's see what type of lap he can pull off for the rest of this one. Purple to second sector for It's Your Boy here. 26 seconds up on his previous best. Obviously that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme, but still a bit of a funny stat there. Korg also on a lap behind him, so we'll jump straight on board with him afterwards. Very quick driver as well there. For F1 Korg. Yet to prove himself really in the F1s, but let's see if he can do it straight away here in the Formula 2 cars. Through the final corner now, It's Your Boy here. Much better lap. It's going to come across the line and be a 51.5 and put him in P6. Just behind Getsug. Okay, let's jump on board with Korg through the penultimate and final corner. Looks good through there. DRS open. Across the line. That's a better lap. And that's a 49.6 for VRF1 Korg. On the mediums. That's a nice lap from him. Will be the splash now. He'll be the next one to cross the line. Still 3 drivers in the lane who haven't set a lap. That being Thief, Dotchy, and Meek. Now through the penultimate corner for BZ Splash. Oh, is that B2? B2 Splash 27. Through the final corner. Looks quick through there. DRS open. And across the line, it's a 50.7. 2.1 second improvement. And puts him P6. But not really what he would have wanted. It's Your Boy here on another cooldown lap. Probably coming in, you'd say, this time. Paddy on a lap, I wonder. He's just done a 49.6, maybe? Has he just done that? I'm not sure. What about Korg? Is he on a lap? No, he's 17.7 seconds down. Is Paddy on a lap? I wonder. Let's go on board. Broken Reptile through the final corner. It's Your Boy here in the lane. Assuming that'll mean Korg may also come in now. And yes, I was correct. Now let's jump on board with Stroker Race on his outlap. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I was commentating that whole thing. Oh, wow. Korg goes first with a 47.6. Oh, what a lap from Korg. Some brilliance from the New Zealander. It's a 47.6 and takes pole by 3/10 over Goats for Life, who retired earlier, thinking he was on top of the world. I was just saying, boys, I don't know what's going on with Splash there, but that will definitely be looked into after the race. And yeah, blocking in qualifying, Dutchy running into the back of him and blocking Oxygen Thief to where he nearly does the same. Got a car around, is that... Don't know what that's all about. I think that's just Korg retiring, but it's happened on the track. Don't know what that go is. Oxygen Thief touching the wall in the exit of the final corner and improves by 4/10 and will go P3 in front of his teammate. So the FormulaOCE racing cars swap over. And it's your boy here, the only boy on a lap, trying to improve. He won't improve because he's on a slowdown. Really should just hit retire so we can move on to the first of two races here in the round 3. He's got half a front wing too. Very interesting to see what happens with Dutchy there at the end after everything is said and done. Whether he could have improved that lap. Let's go to the race director while we're waiting for this bloke to retire. Was he on a PB? He was in the first sector and the second sector. Nearly 3/10 up. Interesting. Wow. That has put a massive spanner in the works for Dutchy and his championship lead. But let's forget about that. Korg is your pole sitter for the feature race here. And he's in the box seat to take this one. But Goats for Life looks very quick as well. So that'll be a good contender. And Korg will get the 4 points though. So that's all that really, really matters. Goes from Korg starting first to Goats, Oxygen Thief, Dutchy, Green Goats, Paddy Crow, Meek, Broken Reptile, B2 Splash 27, and gets Suga. That is your top 10. And the top 3 only separated by just under 4/10 of a second. You'd almost say the top 4 if Dutchy didn't get blocked by Splash, and that will definitely be looked at afterwards for incidents, as we're going to have a look here. Just a couple of warnings, and then Dutchy crashing, unfortunately. So yeah, let's bring on the feature race. You so far. Brilliant from you there, Cork. Real good from you, mate. As the boys are now selecting their strategies and what to do. Goats is readied up straight away, so that's going to stuff the rest of the grid over here a little bit, which we really don't want to see. Yeah, Goats really should be waiting a little while so everyone can get their setups and strategies and fuel all in check. But we're now going to the formation lap, I believe. Yep, there we are. So Korg will lead them out on this lap. We don't want that. No, go away, detail. Position change. Stops. Tire. Penalties. Do we want any of that? Let's go position change. Why not? Interval. Broadcast. Cool. Look through your field. Korg, Goats, Oxygen, Dutchie, who may be fuming right now at the fact that he didn't get a chance at a second lap because of B2 Splash. But sometimes these things happen and you really just have to get on with it. And let's see if your championship leader can put all things aside and push forward this weekend. Paddy Crow now from Meek, from Broken Reptile, from Splash, from Getsuga. That's your top 10, but starting just outside the top 10, it's your boy here, Black Hammer, Stroke Race, and Chunky Snags will bring up the rear here to start the feature race. Who do we think will take first spot in this 16-lap feature race? The boys will come in once, as we're going to have a quick little look at what tyre everyone's on. So, Korg on the mediums, Goats on the mediums. Oh, we should probably go softs. Oxygen Thief, Dutchie, and Meek all on softs, while the rest of the grid is on the medium tyres. So, the three boys, they're going for a change of strategy, and let's see if it'll pay off for them later on down the line. But a fairly long race here, a long way to go. So, let's get this party started as Korg pulls up to the penultimate corner. He's going to want to back the field up significantly. Actually, he won't even be able to because the game's taken over. Game takes over very early here because it's a fairly early pit lane. So the top three are a long way ahead of the rest of the field. Dutchie's managed to back some of the boys up behind him. Stroker Race and Chunky still a little slow at the back here. Wonder what's happened there, if anything. Or they're just deciding to drive a tad slow on the formation lap. Anyway, as the boys form up, we will go. 5 red lights here in a second. The green flag is waving. We've got... can't see it. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go here for the first time in Vietnam. First of 2 races down the line. Looks pretty even for the top 2. Korg around the outside. And all side by side for the top 2. And Korg will hold it very clean for the rest of the field. No! Who's around? Someone's around? Who is it? Stroker's around. And so is B2 Splash. Oh, that's very unfortunate there for those two. They look to have no damage though, so just a massive chunk of time lost to the rest of the field. Stroke Race looks fine. Let's go back. What's happening? Oh! Is that someone in the wall? Who's in the wall there? Is that your race leader maybe hitting the wall? I Let's see. Has he got front wing damage? No, he hasn't. So maybe not your race leader. Position change between 10th and 11th. Chunky has gone up 4 positions already. But Getsuga, so far, the big winner, as Paddy Crow unfortunately disconnects down in P11. And up the inside goes Oxygen Thief into the hairpin on Green Goats. Very nice overtake and good under throttle out of the hairpin. And that's P3. Job done for Oxygen Thief. What's happened to Dutchy? Dutchy's put it around. Your race leader is in the wall, ladies and gentlemen. He has spun the car and Oxygen Thief's disconnected. What is happening for your championship leaders in the constructors here? Has he got wing damage? Oh, he has too. Dutchy has no left front end plate. And he may have to pit here early. So the front two out by 2.3 seconds over the rest of the field. As Oxygen Thief drops down the field as he disconnects. Truly unfortunate there for him as Meek now on the back of Getsuga. Korg does a fastest lap, obviously on lap 1. What an eventful lap 1 as Oxygen Thief joins back into this one. Let's see what's going on down the back here with Chunky Snags, and it's your boy here. Nothing doing there. Dutchy jumps back up to P5 somehow. The game having a bit of a moment. Dutchy has decided to stick it out, but Paddy Crow is in the pits. Changing the front wing. That's truly unfortunate for him. And just not what you like to see here on lap 1. But Splash out front by... I knew he wasn't out front. This game is busted. Korg out front from Goats for Life 2. And Paddy Crow just leaving the pits now, so yeah, a lot of work to come back for Paddy, unfortunately. But your big winners after the first lap and a bit. Your big winner is Getsuga, up 6 places. What a man. And your big losers, obviously Dutchy and Paddy Crow, down 8 respectively each. Obviously the boys will be going purple here on the second lap, as no one's actually set a good or, you know, on pace lap. Getsuga and Meek in a tough battle here. Tight little battle through the S's. Meek on the faster compounded tyre. You'd think Getsuga won't put up much of a fight here. As Meek looking to go up the inside, doesn't go for it. Getting held up here a fair bit as we don't have the intervals, but we should do at the end of this lap. Wonder if Getsuga will just get out of the way of Meek. No. Meek on the faster compound, maybe getting a bit frustrated here by Getsuga. Not teammates, but you'd think if Meek does go for that move, that Getsuga won't try and fight it too hard. So, do want to see if Getsuga's going to get overtaken here. Is he going to get overtaken into this section? Yes, he is. Meek up the inside. Will turn to the outside if Getsuga holds it around the outside, but as I said, he just gives the move up. Meek on those faster tyres, and will now look to push towards Green Goats, sorry. Chunky Snag's done well as well, up 6 places. Brilliant start from him. Tight little battle here for P8 actually. Chunky Snags, it's your boy here, and Splash. As well as Dutchy, your championship leader, down in P12. Going for a move on Black Hammer down here into the hairpin. DRS wide open. He's going to go around the outside, but he's already got the job done by the hairpin. Very well done there by Dutchy. And puts himself up in a P11. These 3 just spread out a little bit. Oxygen Thief now on the back of Getsuga as he's joined back and trying to push his way back through the field. He's going to go for an audacious move up the inside here. Oh! Nearly pushes Getsuga out of the way. Probably not the best or, you know, smartest place to go for an overtake. as he's now going to pull to the inside. Side by side now into turn 1. Or not. Oxygen not quite close enough. Let's see, does he go for a move down where Meek did? No! He's going to go up the inside here. This is not an overtaking opportunity down this corner. This is costing them both on this contact. They're pushing and shoving. But Oxygen Thief's got the move done. Bit of a rough one there from Oxygen. Probably more silly than anything there from the two drivers. Is Getsuga's going to try and go back up the inside here. Getsuga's actually battling this. Oh! Contact! Contact between the two of them. And Oxygen Thief pushes Getsuga off the track. And does that cost Getsuga another spot? No, it doesn't. But a bit aggressive there from Oxygen Thief. I'd almost put the blame on that incident on him. As the battle back here for P8 is heating up. It's your boy here, Splash and Chunky Snakes going toe to toe. There's 4 of them. Oh! There's Black Hammer's in the wall. Black Hammer's in the wall big time at the tough traction zone. Oh, wow. Just saw that in the background of this 4-way battle. Look at this! Great racing from these lot. Dutchie going to go around the outside with half a front wing. Oh, there's a lot of contact. This is not... Oh, Dutchie sideways. Dutchie's... Oh, no! Or is that in the wall? That's Splash in the wall. Dutchie gets some redemption from qualifying and puts Splash in the wall. Dutchie really out of control of his car there, though. Not much he could have done. Splash had the run, and Dutchie just wasn't in control. It's alright. That's a brilliant battle going back here for P8, though. We'll come back to it when Dutchie starts catching back on up. Broken Reptile just off DRS of Getsuga at the moment. He's actually just pushed within 8 tenths. Oh, Dutchie snags in the lane. Interesting. Early stop here. He snags on the mediums, yeah, so he must have a fair bit of wing damage. And yes, they're changing front wing. Is Dutchie getting a new front wing? No, he's not, so he's going to brave it out for the rest of this race with half a front wing. Lots of respect on that. Korg out front by 3 seconds now, though. Very commanding from him so far, and what a debut so far he is having. So everybody behind Green Goats. So we got a battle of the goats versus the New Zealander. You guys can think of the joke in your head. I'm going to move on. Now we see Getsuga going for a move down the inside in the hairpin. He's going to have the job done already. He does. Oh, he's run deep into the hairpin though. Oh, he's in the wall! Getsuga's put it in the wall. Big mistake there from Getsuga. Running way too deep and not deciding to go down the runoff area and deciding to try and make the corner, and that's cost him half a front wing. So he'll be struggling for the rest of the race now on that if he doesn't decide to come in. Oxygen Thief now pretty close to Meek as these two go around again. Oops. Gonna go to tyre now. So we've got 3 drivers on the soft tyre, that being Chunky Snags, Oxygen Thief and Meek. These two, Meek and Oxygen Thief, going at it. Oxygen Thief down the inside. Same spot he did on Getsuga. Yeah, there's no doing there, mate. That's not an overtaking opportunity. Oxygen Thief's really got to watch the aggression here on these overtakes, as Getsuga has decided to come into the lane. Most likely to change that front wing, which is really unfortunate for him. Oxygen Thief dive bomb on Meek! Oh, they've actually done that quite well here, these two. Oxygen just... Mate, you're being a tad aggressive here, if I'm being honest. So just watch your overtakes. But it's working for him. He's got past Meek. Yes, so... I suppose... In broke, don't change it, I suppose. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. One of the Red Bulls is around. Red Bull Carlin cars are around. Black Hammer's done a 360 and put it back facing the right way. No wing damage. Just a little bit of loss of time, and he will move forward in this race. Meek and Oxygen Thief going at it again, but We've got a yellow flag for... Who was that? Not too sure. I think it was Broken Reptile. Was Broken Reptile put it in the wall? He's on board. Not too sure. From that angle. I don't think he's put it in the wall. Maybe just a little bit of a spin. But that's alright from him, and he can continue on with his race. But, wow, what an eventful one here at the moment. Getsuga now on the back of Chunky Snags. Is he going to go for the move down? Whoa! Gets very close to that outside wall. Down the inside into the hairpin. And he's got the job done. Brilliant from Getsuga. He's going to run wide again. No, a little bit wide out on the curb, but nothing nearly as bad. And that will be job done for P10. Into the lane now comes Meek on those soft tyres. Going for the undercut on Oxygen Thief. Getsuga will push away now on Getsuga will pull away from Chunky Snags there, I'm assuming, on the fresh. Oh, actually they're both on fresh softs, so never know. Splash also pulling up to the back of the worst driver in the league. 8 tenths, 9 tenths down the straight. DRS open though. So I'll start clawing that time back. Oh, a little bit deep under brakes there for Splash. That could be a penalty. Yeah, it is. 3-second time penalty for Splash. Cutting the corners too much, and he's the first one to grab the penalty. 7 laps in here at Vietnam. Who else is in close proximity? Chunky Snag still holding on to Getsuga quite nicely actually. As Dutchy's coming to the pits again. What's happened to the right? What's happened to championship leader? He's pit again. I think that's 2 stops for your race leader. Pit stops. Dutchy. Yeah, he pit lap 5 and he's pit lap 7. He's changed front wing. Dutchy has decided to come back in again for another set of mediums to change the front wing. Wasn't happy with the team not changing it. And he's decided, nope, I want to change it. Who's in a battle right now? Splash on the back of It's Your Boy here through the S's. It's Your Boy here going very slowly through the S's. He's lost a bit of front wing. That could be wise. Oh no! Oh, they've both got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the lane. But I don't know if that's what Splash wanted to do here, only 8 laps in. Really, I don't think that's what he would have wanted to do with no front wing damage or anything. But he's got to deal with it now and push on. Make up to P5 now. No one really in a battle. Everyone pretty far apart. So let's watch the pit stop for It's Your Boy here. Front wing change. Splash. Also getting a front wing change, actually. Splash comes out just behind It's Your Boy here. No, he doesn't. Splash comes out in front. So Splash undercutting It's Your Boy here, and we'll take P9. What's going on at the back here? Stroker race v Dutchy. Dutchy just flies around the outside of the back marker. It's Your Boy here for battling hard, or trying to keep up with Splash now. He's been overcut. They've both got the 5-second time penalty from speeding in the pit lane. So they won't get that one removed. Staying on the back. This is probably the closest battle of them all here. So we're going to go on board with Splash now. Watching on. It's probably the 2 drivers closest to each other. Oh! Splash gets the tail happy. And they'll swap around here. It's Your Boy here. And Splash swapping positions. 5-second penalties really could come to hurt them later on in this one. But your top 4 as is. Korg leading now by 6 seconds over Goats for Life. Very commanding weekend from him so far. And doesn't really look like anyone's going to be able to stop him. And Goats in some more free air. Green Goats. Goats for Life holding in some free air with Green Goats 2.7 seconds behind him. Dutchy goes with the fastest lap of the race, a 51.1. It's a good lap from him. Pushing onto the back of Black Hammer now, 4.5 seconds off. So we'll keep a look on that gap, shrinking all the time. Chunky Snags and It's Your Boy here, battling it out again. Look at this gap dropping between Dutchy and Black Hammer. Let's go on board with your championship leader here for the rest of this lap and enjoy the sounds of the beautiful Formula 2 car. As Dutchy finishes that lap, he also got past Black Hammer, who ran big time deep into that corner. Now back on board with this battle. These two, the closest to anyone, like closest two cars in proximity than anyone at the moment. No one really looking like touching anyone at the moment. Oh, in the pits comes Green Goats and Goats for Life. The Goats working together to beat the New Zealander. As Oxygen Thief does the fastest lap of the race. Up in P4. Now Dutchy's aim could be here to get P8 in this race, which would make him pole position for the next race. That's probably what he's aiming for here. Or even to get into that top 8 so he doesn't start outside of it. Splash, can he get a good run? He's done a PB. It's your boy here, defensive, late under brakes for Splash. He's done well. Give way here. Boy, good racing from both of them. Spot to Splash. Well done, lads. Well done. Oh, who's in the wall? Someone in the wall? Guess who's lost the spot? Good? Everyone okay? Oh. Let's go on board with Goats for Life then, pulling up on the rear end of Oxygen Thief. And really all come undone here for the Univertosi Racing team at the moment here in Vietnam. As Gotsuga leaves the session. Very unfortunate there. He's going to drop big time off the top 10 now. And you'd think that's almost done and dusted for his race, even if he can get back in. Up the inside now, Goats for Life 2. Oxygen Thief battling it well though. Oh, and decides no room will be given through the final corner, which is fair enough. Broken Reptile follows Oxygen and, Goats and Goats in. And will put the soft tyres on. Getsuga joins back almost instantly, but has lost a couple seconds to RRL Dutchy. Now, Goats for Life looking for the move on Oxygen Thief here. Goats for Life obviously on those faster tyres. And up the inside he goes. This is where Oxygen made a couple of his moves this race. He's going to hold it up the inside. Oh, there's contact again between Oxygen and another driver. Goats for Life this time. And a little half spin for Goats for Life, but no real harm done. But Oxygen needs to really watch himself here, being very, very aggressive. As the interval resets. Korg absolutely chilling up front by an absolute year. Thief has been overtaken. I wasn't even watching. Oxygen Thief gets overtaken by Goats for Life 2, and that is that done and dusted for the time being. As Goats for Life now on the back of a lapped car. Green Goats does a fastest lap of a 1 minute 50.2, and he may hold it there. As also very surprising how dry the conditions have been so far this weekend. Chunky Stags and Splash now in a bit of a battle. Chunky Stags looks very slow. Oh, contact! Into the wall! Splash into the wall, big time! And a big loss of front wing. He's got to let these two go past, and he does. And he's hit the wall very hard, and he's lost a lot of time, and that'll be that. Chunky Stags going very slow. Almost too slow, in my opinion, on the racing line. But that's not up for me to decide. Anyway, moving on. It's your boy here. Has been caught by Dutchy. And as I said, he's just so slow. We've got a yellow flag in the third sector. First sector, second sector, sorry. I believe that was just for Stroker Race spinning the car, and it was. Splash in the lane to change front wing yet again. And Dutchy going up the inside under brakes. He's got the job done already before the corner. And it's your boy, just couldn't do anything about it. But who's really surprised? He is just that dog meat at the game. Moving on. Now, Korg does the fastest lap of the race at 1:49.5 as the boys getting a lot quicker as the fuel dries up here. Dutchy now has provisional pole for race number 2, the sprint race. If he catches Chunky Snags in the next 3 laps, he will get P2 on the grid. But I don't see him catching Broken Reptile. That's a 20-second gap between Chunky Snags and Broken Reptile. I come on close to Splash here. In fairly close proximity. But nothing really going on. Let's have a look at how Korg's going up front. Yup, as expected. Boring as ever. Sometimes, especially on debut here in the Formula 2 League, boring isn't bad. We've got a yellow flag. Is this Stroker Race around again? Don't want to be on board with this guy. Yeah, no, it was a little spinach for Stroker Race again. Splash. No, sorry, it's your boy here. So he's decided that that's that, and he's come in for a new set of softs, and he's going to go for a fastest lap. Not a bad idea. Oh, who to watch? Let's watch Oxygen Thief. Dog does another fastest lap. He's absolutely going for it at the front at the moment. 49.1, almost broke the 48s. A lot of drivers couldn't even touch the 49s in qualifying, and he's doing it in the race. Brilliant driving from him out front. And it's your boy here, the second 3-second time penalty. And well, his first, but only the second. The boys have kept it within the track limits quite well. Not many instances, or a lot of contact, but no track limit warnings, really, for many people, which is good. 2 to go now for, or not even, for your race leader. With an 11.5 second lead at the front, you'd think he is basically untouchable, and he can just kick back for the rest of this race as Chunky Snags brings the car in. And you'd think that's a free spot for Dutchy. And it will be, so Dutchy will start P2 in the next one, sorry, for the sprint race. Good effort from Chunky Snags, did 9 laps on those softs, and they couldn't hang on, unfortunately, to the end, so he had to come in. Is that a bit of front wing off Dutchy's car? I think it is. Dutchy's just hit the wall. He has. I mean, it doesn't really matter. He's got a 20-second gap to the next car, but he's hit the wall. Very cleans a splash, and it's your boy here. Resume this intense battle they've been having all bloody race as we go on to the final lap here of this one. Stroke race, 5 laps down. That's incredible. How do you manage that in a 16-lap race? So don't even answer that. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Splash, and it's your boy here battling it out as they have been. Actually, let's get off of him and let's look at this. Meek and Broken Reptile here coming on to their final lap of the race. Battle for P5. And Meek holds it into 1, but Broken Reptile, a lot of pressure on Meek here. See if the cookie will crumble for Meek, or he'll be able to hold on to this spot. I think he will be in a bit of trouble down the back straight. I've got a yellow flag for someone. It looks to be your race leader. No, I think it's just one of the cars pulling over to give way. What's that yellow flag for? Red? It's not a race leader, is it? It is! There's a race leader running out of fuel! He's running out of fuel! The race leader has run out of fuel on the last lap! Oh, the scenes! Green Goat's is gonna win! In Hanoi, in the feature race, will Korg be able to hold on to P2 against Goats for Life? What the? How unfortunate for VRF1 Korg. Trying to get it across the line, and he will hold on to P2, but so unfortunate for him. Let's go. Oh, someone's around. Oxygen Thief did have a little spin there on the last lap. Shouldn't matter though. Yeah, and doesn't. Broken Reptile also gets the move done. We've got a yellow flag in the first sector. I think that's just for... I don't know what that's for, actually. What is that for? Is that for It's Your Boy here going slowly? That is It's Your Boy here going slowly, and he's out of fuel too. He hasn't finished the race either. He's got to do a whole lap on no fuel. What is going on here? in this crazy race. Black Hammer on the back of Splash. Can he get a point? Someone else is around. Who was that? I don't know. Getsuga's got a penalty now. 3 seconds doesn't matter. 15 seconds to the car behind. But Splash and Black Hammer. Can Black Hammer go for a last lap dive? No, we can't. Very, very unfortunate there, Korg, mate. Oh, running out of fuel on the last lap. Just things you don't really want to see for anyone. But especially the guy who was leading the entire race. But Goats gets his first race win of the season, and unfortunately, some debuts just do not come true there, and unfortunately, Korg has got the curse. Right there, and across the line comes Splash and Black Hammer. Black Hammer will get the place though, so Black Hammer gets a point here in Vietnam. And the last driver left is out of fuel, going through the third sector now. What a crazy first race here in Vietnam. We've still got like another 10 lap race to go. Absolute craziness, but in the end, Green Goats will win in Hanoi in the feature race, closely followed by Korg, who led every single lap bar lap the final one because of running out of fuel, which really sucked for him. And taking the third step is Goats for Life number 2, and let's enjoy the celebrations. And there we have it. Your top 3 is just spraying the champagne. But we've still got another race to go, lads. Still got another one to go. And as you can see, the fastest lap also going to Korg. So, yeah, he was faster everywhere. He's the only driver to hit the 49s. And he's done a 49.1. Like, the next closest is a 50.2. I think. Yeah, it is. And that was by Green Goats who won the race. So, brilliant drive from Korg, even though he got so unlucky there with fuel. But your top 10, Green Goats, Korg, Goats for Life 2, Oxygen Thief 23, Broken Reptile, Meek, Dutchie, Snags, Getsuga, and Black Hammer, bringing up the rear. 3 second time penalties for Splash, costing him P10 there, and it's your boy here down in P12, running out of fuel on the final lap. So, we go again in a wee minute. 1 point in it, I think, between the top 2, Goats and Korg. Korg with 24 points after qualifying and the race, and Green Goats with 25 after winning that one. And we've got dry weather again for the sprint race, so the boys will all be cheering about that one. Definitely. This is what they were all telling me they wanted, but yeah. Yeah, no hate, obviously, but yeah, Green Goats drove very well, but you're almost getting a tad stuffed over there by the game, running out of fuel. You can control the fuel if you can. I'm silly, but yeah, anyway. It's all good, mate. Move on. You're starting P7 in this one, so hopefully you can move your way forward. Dutchie also starting on the front row here. Can he claw back some points to savour Vietnam, or will he just bin it? will be very interesting down in turn 1. No fuel control in F2. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. So that's just very, very unlucky then. I don't know really why no one else has run out of fuel. I don't know how that's happened. Interesting. Alright, we're going to go for another formation lap on this one so the boys can get their tyres done. But we got 16 drivers now, FRA, Formula and Jamie JW jumping into the cars. Here, I didn't even notice they were here. But 16, a good little... Well, we got 11 laps, even better. So these boys have jumped in for the final lap. Final race, sorry. I know, FRA, that's all good. But yeah. All the lads. So, let's go through your driver lineup, I'd want to say, for this one. And the grid lineup. Chunky Snags, from Dutchy, from Meek, from Broken Reptile, from Oxygen Thief, from Goats, from Korg, from Green Goats, from Getsuga, from Black Hammer, from Splash, from It's Your Boy Here 4, from Paddy Crow, from Stroker Race, from FRA Formula, and bringing up the rear and starting dead last in this one will be Jamie JW21. Chunky Snags with a decent lead over the rest of the boys here, so they'll be just wanting to back everyone up here in this third sector, and especially with Jamie W and Formula being that far back compared to the rest of the field. Green Ghost has been disqualified with Splash. Oh no. What's the go with Splash? He's been a bit reckless, I won't lie. Was involved in a lot of crashes so far. Let's see if he can clean it up in this one, but it doesn't look good. He's just been disqualified with Green Goats. Not sure what's happened there, but I got a fair idea, eh? So the boys didn't get an opportunity to back him up through the third sector. Someone had a little spin. Has Jamie had a little spin there in the third sector? Are these boys just going exceptionally slow? Just going exceptionally slow. So the last two line up will be Paddy Crow. I believe. Yes, it will be Paddy. Yeah. No. Race, actually. My bad. But we shall go 2, 1. Two, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. For the second time here in Vietnam. It's a poor start for Chunky Snags off the line. He's been jumped by Dutchy. Dutchy into the lead by an absolute margin. I don't want this angle. Go away. The other boy's going to survive the turn 1, 2, and 3 combination this time round. They're all side by side on board now with Korg. You'd say previous race winner. I would. But a lot cleaner than the first race. The boys have sorted it out. And now, could this be a 3-wide opportunity? Through the inside, the middle for Korg. He decides that ain't going to end well. And we'll let Broken Reptile and Oxygen Thief battle it out as Broken Reptile gets pushed a little bit wide by Oxygen Thief. And he'll take that move. Goats for Life's in the wall! Goats for Life in the wall! He's obviously tried to put the accelerator down too early. He's come on the track at a very dangerous spot there too. He's made contact with Oxygen Thief, with Goat Stroker Race. Goats for Life really needs to watch out there. He needs to give way there on re-entry. Korg now looking to go up the inside. Oh, there's a third party coming in. Meek! Korg backs out of it, lets his teammate go for the fight with Oxygen Thief. Meek running a little deep, pushing Oxygen Thief wide off the track completely. Now around the outside into the braking zone. Oxygen Thief makes a little bit of contact with the sidewalls. Will he outbrake him around the outside? Meek, no, around the outside as he held it. Oh, contact! Is that in the wall? No, it's not. He's kept it out of the wall, but Oxygen Thief again causing a collision, man. And we've caught it. Bit disappointing there. Oxygen Thief really needing to clean it up, but Dutchy. Oh, who was that? That was Formula around at the final corner with no front wing, or a bit of it. No, that was someone else that's lost their front wing at the second last corner. But yeah, FRA Formula putting it in a 360. As we move on to the men from the boys, we separate the men from the boys. This is a tough battle going on here for about P3. We're starting at Oxygen Thief, going all the way back to Chunky Snacks, I think. Oh, around the outside for the number 3. And that'll be Oxygen Thief trying to go around the outside of BRF on week. Now forward with Korg, who's trying to make his way through this as well. Green Ghost and Broken Reptile going side by side. They sort that out though. Coming down the straight now. Is Broken Reptile going to go for it again? I think he is. Right up the gearbox of the Carlin car. Well, we're also looking to make 3 wide into the hairpin. And he does! No, he doesn't. He backs out. Deciding there's better ways to make the move. And he's going to get a better exit here than both of them. Is there an opportunity for an overtake here for Korg as these 3-4 cars start falling off? Oh, there's a collision down there at the hairpin. Oh my goodness gracious, Jamie JW has absolutely died. Obviously on purpose there, he didn't even look at hitting the brakes and he's caused a safety car. That's not on, mate, that is not on. If you need to retire and you don't want to race, you need to just retire in the pit lane, mate. That's, yeah. Don't know about that one. Green Goats gets a 5. Goats for Life gets a 5-second time penalty. Korg bringing it into the lane. I wonder if he's getting his wing change. Yes, he is. Front wing getting changed for Korg. Goat's also getting a front wing change. Hammer just getting tyres. Formula getting a new set. Interesting, interesting. As we are going to bunch up behind the safety car for the first time this round. Jamie JW 21 putting it in the wall. But yeah, I think there will be a steward's review of that incident with Jamie JW 21. You're not allowed to do that. But will be interesting to see if he gets away with that. Korg also needing to fight his way back after basically winning the feature race by an absolute country mile. He's got to beat Goats by 1 point, and Green Goats is currently in P6, so he's got it more than half his position in what will probably be around 6 laps by the time the safety car comes on in. Puts it in the wall. Massive look up there for stroker race. This car actually looks, you know, a little bit similar to the Alpine car. Colours and that. Nice. Maybe not, I don't know, that's just kind of what I see, isn't it? As the rest of the pack catch up, we've got FRA Formula coming in the lead. When do I? Item marker log official. Yes, so what is Formula doing? Is he putting, what is he putting on? He's putting on another set of softs. Maybe they put on a worn set, I'm not too sure. But they would have put on the best condition tyres that you had, mate, so don't know why you've gone for another set. You're almost going to get overtaken by Splash too. Splash coming, he does get to skip 1 and 2 though. And Splash won't quite get there because of the exit of 1 and 2 being cut. But these two should really catch up to the pack so we don't have to go around one more time. We can just get this race back on track. I do see Jamie JW21 getting in a little bit of strife for that incident earlier on. Splash has got a 10-second time penalty for... Didn't quite catch that. What did he get a 10-second time penalty for? Look at these penalties, dude. 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. Wow. So we're going to go around one more time in this one. Splash and Formula not able to catch the field quickly enough. So we're going to go around one more time as these two make gains towards the rest of the pack. Oh, who's in the pits? Getsuga and Meek? No. Getsuga and Korg. I think that's Meek, isn't it? No, it's Getsuga and Korg have brung it into the pits. Surely that's a car. Put mediums on Korg. And I can't spectate Getsuga. There we go. And he's put the softs on. Interesting. Right. Alrighty then. I think that's the best idea going forward, eh? Will be interesting for Getsuga, see if he can make his way back through the field. Stroke race currently in P9, good on him. But the pack is now caught up, so we will be going green at the end of this lap. So the boys should be getting their tyres ready to go. We're going to have a quick look. There's a drive-through for Black Hammer and 10 seconds on Splash. That's your only penalties. 2 stops for Korg and Formula. 1 stop for Hammer, Goats for Life, Splash and Getsuga. But your position change, your big losers and your big winners. Your big loser so far is Korg, down 8 spots, and your big winners, there's 3 drivers that have gone up 5 spots. You've got It's Your Boy here for Paddycoat and Stroker Race. They've all gone up 5 spots in this one. It'll be interesting to see the position change on the final lap though, how that changes. As Dutchy slowing the pack up big time. Very early too. There's still nearly an entire sector of this track to go in this one. 6 to go, 7 to go next time round, so... Very interesting. someone's come in. What the hell? Splash's pit. Oh, he has. Yes, he has. I don't know why you do that. Anyway, a good restart for Dutchie. Already got a 7/10 lead over P2, and he'll just look to push that out as far as he can. For the rest of this one, that was pretty boring in all, to be honest, as Getsuga's already made moves into P12. Looking up the inside of Formula, don't make contact. Jeez, boys, watch out. Far out, you're not driving go-karts or something, you can't just bump and grind. These cars will fall apart quite quickly, especially on full damage. Green Goat's making a move on Broken Reptile as well. Gorg got a lot of work to do here. Striker Race immediately dropping down to P13 after being P9 at the restart. And we got a yellow flag for Black Hammer. He's put it around again at that corner. He's really been struggling there all race weekend. On board with Getsuga now. Can he make the move on Formula? Not into there. We've got a problem. Is that Meek around? That's Meek around. Meek around. Is he out? No, he's just around. No front wing damage. That's big problems. I wonder what's happened there for VRF1 Meek. Yeah, I wonder if that was contact or just pure driver error. He doesn't seem to make those errors too much, does he? Oh well, watch him push his way back through the rest of this one. Korg on the back of Getsuga. Getsuga on the back of Formula. Let's see how this one goes. Dutchie goes the fastest lap of the race on the restart lap, which is pretty impressive from him. Korg looking to make a move on Getsuga maybe. Getsuga on the faster compound of tyre though. He's also trying to get in front of FRA Formula, who has dropped 2 seconds to the car in front of Gates already. Remembering only the top 9 get the points in the sprint race. Top 8 get the points in the sprint race. A lot of pressure for these big boys to catch up to the rest of the field. Get in those points. Dutchie already with a 2.5 second lead over Oxygen Thief. And it's as per usual out the front. FormulaOCE Racing have got it right again here in the sprint race. After a bit of a messy feature race, they're going to come back and look like taking a commanding 1-2 here in the sprint race with 4 to go next time round. A little bit of contact there for Getsuga into the back of Formula. Wonder if he got some front wing damage there. Let's have a look. Can we get an angle on him? Has he got damage? No, he doesn't look to have any major damage, so that's alright. He's got away with that one a little bit. Yellow flag. Oh, who's that? Is that Meek around again at that corner? He's hit the wall this time. So Meek in all sorts. I wonder if that was contact again or something different. Meek really struggling in this one. Uncharacteristic as well. Dutchie goes purple with a 150.4 again. Meek's at the wall again. Got a yellow flag up the top. Is that Formula out of the race? We've got a virtual safety car. And FRA Formula is in the wall. Oh, that's a lot of front wing. Formula is retired on track. He hasn't actually put it in the wall and retired. He's just... Wow, that's problematic for him too. He might get a penalty for that. Meek has also retired in the pit lane. He's had enough of this race. He's going to go to bed over there in England after waking up, I think, fairly early for this one. So BSC, the boys can just relax a tad. FRA Formula has backed out, and yeah, a bit of disappointment there from him. Obviously retiring as well. That's not something you want to see from a previous race winner. Oh! This Korg gets brake checked by... It's your boy here. And it's your boy here being dodgy like he is in the group chat by the looks of it. Jamie JW21 also backing you. What is going on in this race? Korg gets the P8 move on It's Your Boy here after costing him an entire front left end plate. And the boys just being a bit rough with each other here, which, you know, a bit of bump and grind isn't bad. But Green Ghost doesn't have a front end plate either. So, not too high class from these boys today. Really would expect more from them, but that's alright. They've got a whole season to fix up their racecraft before. And you'd hope they'd do that before that, but, you know, you never know with these boys. Green Goat's up in P5, trying to catch up to Broken Reptile. Green Goat's obviously, I'd say, pretty much has this in the bag, although Korg has now made it up into P7. He's overtaken Getsuga on those softs. Those softs seeming not to work for Getsuga, unfortunately. But Korg, he's got to gain nearly 8 seconds to catch Green Goats, and that will get him the round win. But I think that's a fairly long shot. I think he can get Goats for Life because he is very, very quick. But I don't know, Goats for Life also very quick. So yeah, we'll have to see as Green Goats makes the move on Broken Reptiles. Broken Reptiles back there. Broken Reptile has left the session. That's unfortunate for him. He probably would have gone back for the move up the inside. The AI is going to go for the move. Not going to get that under braking though because it's AI, so unfortunate. He's disconnected, so stop fighting it, guys. Oh, Korg and Getsuga in a battle. Getsuga diving it up the inside, getting the job done, pushing him a bit wide, but that's alright. Looked pretty okay from my little second of view there. These two, the only real contenders in battling here. Goats is going to overtake Broken Reptile, because that's because he's disconnected. That's pretty self-explanatory there. Broken Reptile joins back, so he's not going to lose a whole chunk of time, but he's going to lose a little bit. Korg and Getsuga going at it. Good battle this. Your boy has jumped into the lane again. Strike Race is going to move into the top 10. Brilliant from him. Korg 7/10 up on his PB apparently. Pretty anticlimactic at the moment. Let's see if Korg is going to go for the move into the hairpin up here. You probably don't want to make the move on this lap. You want to go on the next one because of the DRS on this direct exact straight on the next lap. But Korg, no, he wants the job. Getsuga's gone deep, big time, and he's put it in the wall. Lucky not to DNF there, Getsuga. But you'd say now Korg has got P7 done and dusted. Green Goats has got a 3-second time penalty. That could cost him a spot, you know. As your race leaders, FormulaOCE Racing, as usual, start the final lap of the race. How close is the car behind him? 3.8. So if Goats for Life can claw in Green Goats by about a second on this last one, he will take P4. But in saying that, it's also not the easiest thing to do. Can Green Goats make a meal of chunky snags? Broken Reptile also on the back of Goats for Life. Broken Reptile could be looking to retake that position that he probably deserves. Probably deserves about a P4. I think that's where he was, but I think any points he will take at the moment. Firstly, focusing on this battle between Green Goats and Chunky Snags. Chunky Snags done well to hold the top 3 from this point onwards, but Green Goats is going to go round the outside into the hairpin, which turns to the inside for the hairpin. My bad. Green Goats breaks early around the outside. Great driving from Chunky Snags, and that's almost, you know, a bit of contact that should have been avoided by Green Goats there. Green Goats now needs to pull 3 seconds through the third sector though. So Chunky Snags should be just looking to stay within that 3-second threshold, and he will take P3 anyway. Green Goats has done a good job of trying to just run with it, but pulled a second plus. Oh, he's lost it in the final corner. Second penultimate corner, sorry. Oh, contact behind us. Goats and Broken Reptile going at it pretty hard. Around the outside. Broken Reptile doesn't get the job done. Right, penalty. Unlucky. Getsuga has decided to bring it into the pits on the last lap. For what reason? I don't know. Korgs end up P6, so he's done well there for a recovery. But it's back to business for FormulaOCE Racing. One bad run, one bad race, and they're back in at 1 and 2. Dutchie from Oxygen Thief, your winners here, followed by Chunky Snags, who take the third step on the podium. Black Hammer and Stroke Race going very slowly here in the third sector. Black Hammer getting 5-second time penalty for an unserved time penalty. And Stroke Race out of fuel will weave across the line to take P13. Probably his highest finish all season. Kidding. Yeah, unlucky there, Korg. Great comeback though. You had a couple problems there, but that's alright. You got the driver of the day too. Good. Good debut. Yeah, mate. Solid debut. P2 in the standings, I think. And yeah, you get to spray some. And we see Dutchie, your championship leader, who will stay the championship leader after this round, spray some champagne with his teammate, Oxygen Thief. And Chunky Snags, who did a brilliant job staying within that top 3 all race long. And your round winner will be Goats, followed by Korg, who will take P2, 5 points behind Goats, and Oxygen Thief. Well done, boys. Well done. We'll invite Oxygen. We'll invite Green Goat. And we'll invite Corgi. Brilliant result. Here's your top 10 though. Dutchie from Oxygen Thief, from Chunky Snags. Hold on, that's the feed. That's the sprint race. Green Goats from Korg, from Oxygen Thief, from Dutchie, from Goats for Life 2, from Chunky Snags, from Broken Reptile, from Meek, from Getsuga, from Black Hammer, who will take P10. And another round of racing here in Vietnam. Just waiting on Korg now to start the top 3. How we feel after that one though, boys? Just on a whole, both of yous?
It was pretty tough out there, bloody hell.
Nice work, guys.
Cheers, mate, you done well yourself in that sprint race. You got unlucky there in the feature, but...
Yeah. Picture.
That's unlucky.
He's Corgi.
Right,
Alright, boys, you all got your, dingo ticked?
Yep.
I do now.
Come.
Hey, Corg, I don't know what happened at the start of the second circuit there, but... Sorry if that's my fault, I don't know what happened.
No, I don't think I remember being hit. I'll be honest. But I might be fighting at the same time, so I don't actually remember. You're good.
Alright, I know. I pushed you out wide.
You're including your audio?
I've got some hectic repeat.
Yeah, it does. I don't like it. Yeah. Who got third?
Oh, it's yours. It's yours.
Is it?
Who's repeat?
Yeah.
It's goats.
Mine, is it?
Yeah, I can hear myself through your headset.
I'll just mute myself while you talk.
Okay.
Yeah. Too busy. Alright, Oxygen Thief, mate.
Yeah.
Good recovery there. I believe P3 for you this week.
Yeah.
Not as good as the first two rounds for you two, but back to usual business there in the sprint race. How can pan out from your PV?
Yeah, I was pretty happy with quality, P3, and then I got disconnected on the second lap, came back P7, and just fought my way through the field there, ended up coming fourth, and then I think I started, I was either fourth or fifth in the sprint, and I ended up getting, I think it was Chunky Snags and Meek, maybe? I think it was Meek. I can't remember down at the hairpin. So, yeah, went pretty good, and then it was smooth sailing after that.
Yeah, very commanding from you two, as we've seen previously. Yeah,
I've
so...
never driven the F2 round in Vietnam before, so it was definitely an experience, so I wouldn't like to do it again.
I feel like a few of the boys might be thinking that as well.
Do it again.
Moving on, you guys have slightly lost a bit of your lead out the front, but are you worried about that at the moment, or
Nah.
just focusing on the next
Still
round?
a long season, so we got a pretty healthy lead at the moment. I think. Did we win? Did Univert get the most points over the weekend? Or?
I didn't check, but I don't know. That'll be updated later on.
Yeah,
anyway.
right.
But yeah,
I'll check.
so you're not too worried about that?
Nah, I think the lead's about 60, 70 points at the moment or something like that, so...
Yeah, he's very commanding in the first couple of rounds, so yeah.
Alright,
Where are we going next?
We'll
What's
bounce
next,
back.
China?
Yeah, China. That's not bad. It's pretty good for the control of the players.
Yeah, so you're pretty excited for that one, yeah?
Yeah, I don't mind China. It's not too bad. I really enjoy France, Austria, Canada, like in the middle of the season. So I'm looking forward to them. They're probably they're my strongest tracks.
Yeah, righto. Sounds good, mate. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll talk to P2 Corgi.
No worries. Cheers, boys. Have a good one, fellas.
See you, mate.
How do you feel, mate? Think on debut and everything.
Oh man, first race I made my own mistake. I knew what I'd done. About 3 laps remaining. I knew I was going to lose the race. 3 laps to go. I seen the fuel come up. I was like, yeah, I pushed too soon. Damn it. I was just trying to freaking drive it slow. Not too slow to get caught, but tried slowing the car a bit. It still didn't work. But enjoyed the debut though.
Yeah, no, it would be good. Huh? Yeah, no, was good to see you guys out in force like we do in the Sunday League and other leagues as well. China, how do you feel?
I love the track in F2s. I've done a few 2 laps in China. Although Vietnam, it's the first time I've driven an F2 car around there. I've done about 8 laps in time trial before we opened lobby. Jump straight in.
Yeah, no.
But China, yeah, looking forward to that. Why? I didn't realize I had actually got the invite to the party until I was watching your stream.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
am I? Cool. Yeah.
anyway, how do you feel going forward for the rest of the championship? And obviously, it's only your first round, but where do you see yourself finishing at the end of it all?
Oh, the goal is definitely to reel in Dutchy, you know. That's the ultimate goal. I'm gonna try and get there. 2 rounds behind, but see where we can go. I have a bit of history in F2 than I do in F1, so confident I can at least shorten the gap, if not catch him.
It will be a good challenge to see you and Meek going at it.
Oh yeah,
Time.
China should be good though.
Yeah. Hopefully we can see. Obviously, Meek had a few problems there in the sprint race as well,
Oh yeah.
ending up in retiring. So, not 100% sure what happened, but
I had the
Anyway.
pit for the wing, so that sort of ruined race 2. But
yeah, a few of you had to pit a couple of times. All right, well, thanks, Corgi, mate.
all good.
And now your round winner, Green Goats.
No,
How you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling pretty pumped at the moment. I didn't expect to come out to be on top of this weekend because Vietnam's not my favourite track, but just luck played into my hands, I guess, and yeah, just happy to come away with the weekend victory.
Yeah, very, very well. I wouldn't say lucky, but unfortunate for Korg, especially in that feature race when he ran out of fuel on the final lap, and you got to come home and take the flag.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But sometimes stuff like that does happen, and you've just got to take it when it comes.
Yeah,
wouldn't
well, I was there, so like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point. How did the rest of your weekend go out, and are you satisfied moving to China?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with overall pace in the car, and so hopefully we can carry that on to China and get up and claw back some points from these UNO Versi boys.
Yeah, no, will be good to see everyone try and catch them. That's the goal for, I believe, every driver on the grid here. So,
Yeah, we're all here to win, so.
oh, 100%.
But no, it was me and Broken Reptile there in the sprint race. We was having a great battle until he got disconnected, unfortunately. But having a race against these guys is pretty awesome. They're tough, but they're fair most of the time.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of clean racing in this. Also a bit of dodgy racing, but you get that.
Yeah, there's just a few people that need to work on a couple of things, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good start to the season for all leagues.
Yeah, only 3 rounds in.
Yeah, no, it's been good. So yeah, extending on that, how do you feel moving into China?
Hopefully I'll go alright. I can't really say that I've done F2s in China, so might have to put in some practice laps around there and hopefully carry the pace that I've had tonight into next week.
Yeah, sounds good, and that's what your team will be hoping for moving forward.
That's it, mate.
Hopefully I can do that what I've done in Vietnam. On time trial.
Yeah, alrighty. Thank you everyone for coming in and watching. We had a peak of 14 or 15 viewers there in the middle of the feature race, so thank you everyone for showing up, and we'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM for the Sunday League. See you later.
Thank you.